welcome back to another HW-Aquascaping video. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to the mess that has become of the freshwater reef aquarium. It's not really good this, so let me just get this sorted out and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing today. So as you can see, that's a lot better now. We're all cleaned up and we've got the fish out. They've been taken back and rehomed in another shop, apart from a couple that I have decided to keep because they fit in with the theme, but I'll get to that in a second. So the equipment that we're using on this scape is the TwinStar 450CA, that is going to be the lighting for this aquarium. We've got an Awase Biomaster Thermo 350, so that's a heater and a filtration system, as well as the Evolution Aqua glass lily pipes, which I do apologise that they're not completely cleaned. I did struggle getting the outlet pipe off, so I didn't want to break it because I haven't got a spare set, so that is why half of it is a bit grimy. Hopefully that won't stay like that. I'm going to try and clean it up in the future. But yeah, let's get on with what we're going to be doing today. So the scape that I'm planning on doing today is going to basically not be a biotope as such. I'm not really bothered where the plants come from. I just want to use nice, healthy plants. But basically I'm going to be having Asian fish species only. So they're fish that basically they don't have to come from a certain region, but it's going to be like anywhere from the continent of Asia. So we're looking at, you know, gouramis, danios, barbs, maybe some rainbow fish. Not really sure yet, but I do know I'm going to take my time in sourcing the fish. So let's get on to the hardscape. So in true HW-Aquascaping style, as you can see, I've got absolutely tons of hardscape. Might have gone slightly over the top, but I've got driftwood and I've got lots and lots of dragonstone. So my hopes with the dragonstone is that, especially now I'm using the TwinStar light, it'll give a really nice colour rendition with that sort of reddy hue that it gives off. And then the driftwood, as you've probably seen, the smaller pieces here are a different colour. They're not, it's basically I've just been soaking these, so that's what they'll look like under the water, whereas the big pieces are really heavy, so I don't think they're going to float at all, but you never know. But if it does, all I have to do is just chuck a rock on it, and that'll help weight it down to sort of sink it, but hopefully that won't happen. So what I'll do is I'll get these all laid out in the tank, and I'll give you a bit more of an explanation as to the plans for the hardscape. So I'll see you in a second. So again, apologies for the grimy lily pipes. I'm hopefully going to get those sorted out ASAP because I'm embarrassed by the state of them, but as I stated before, I didn't really want to break them, seeing as I don't have a spare set. So aquarium's no good if I haven't got a filter working on it. But let's not dwell on that. So I'll tell you the idea is basically what I've got for the hardscape, just whilst I'm building this little retaining wall. So working from the back left corner, I'm going to sort of create a Dragon Rock Peninsula, and that's going to sort of work not in a straight angle, but just a slight angle towards the front right corner. And then I'm basically going to pile bogwood on top of that, and then they're going to have these sort of like driftwood sort of shardy spikes sort of coming out the top to sort of just create a really nice height in the aquarium. And then that's going to have, like, you know, epiphyte plants all planted over it. At the front we're going to have a nice sort of carpeting plant that'll transition into sort of medium-sized plants as it gets towards the rocks. And then at the back we're going to have sort of a really tall stem plants that'll sort of come right above the wood, so I can sort of like allow the well, I'll tell you what I'm using is going to be using Rotala, a mixture of Rotundifolia and Hatra, as well as maybe some crypts and the red tiger lotus, basically just to sort of add a bit of definition and colour towards it. But yeah, hopefully that'll look really nice when that's sort of grown in, because it'll sort of just peak above the wood, but as it gets closer to the light it'll go this really nice mixtures of deep purples and light pinks, which I think will be great as I sort of like mix them together. So as you can see right now, what I'm doing is rather poorly, but there's some rather large gaps just forming in the sort of retaining wall that I'm just building. So just putting a bit of filter floss in there, because sort of what I'm trying to do a bit differently is rather than the scape that I did in the freshwater reef aquarium and the shrimp, the shard, is I only want a little bit of sand in this. So basically you can pop just a bit of filter floss, and that'll sort your issue out in not allowing as much aqua soil to spill onto your sand. But I'll get to the rest of the hardscape and you can see what I've created. So there we are, guys, the hardscape is complete. And I'm not going to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm actually really proud of this scape. You know, in terms of my aquascaping ability, I think this has really pushed my comfort zone. And yeah, you know, I've set out with a sort of a rough plan in mind, and I think that I've sort of achieved my end goal. But I'd love to know what you guys at home think. You know, if you like it, or if you don't, or there's something you do differently, let me know down in the comments below. As well as, like, you know, if you've got any ideas on sort of plant species that you think I should add to this tank. Like, I've got the plants already, but if I think your plant's suggestion would do better, I'm not at harm to sort of rip the plant out and replace it with something else. So, you know, obviously go and watch the planting video when that's up, and let me know what you think I should put in differently. As well as if you have any suggestions on fish ideas. Obviously I've got the few blue danios left over from the freshwater reef aquarium that are going into the scape, and I have the main sort of feature fish planned already, but other than that I have no idea what I want to put in the scape. I'm just sort of like gonna bide my time and add them when I sort of see something that really catches my eye, something that's a bit different that you don't usually see. But I'll certainly take any suggestion going. You know, if I see it in the shop, I mean, I've got no trouble in trying to source fish. But yeah, definitely drop that in the comments below on what you think I should put in it. But that's all from me today, guys. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to know when I'm uploaded. And most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later.